Prime Minister Stephen Harper unveiling a new Get Tough on Drugs strategy today, something politicians know has some voter appeal. As Global National's Peter Harris explains, the rhetoric is tough, but the details are a little softer.
After months of hints, the Conservatives are changing up their drug policy, hoping Canadians see it as a lesson in tough love.
What we are up against is a culture that since the 1960s has, at the minimum, not encouraged drug use and often romanticized it.
And his government is out to change this, spending $63.8 million on their drug plan, a mix that includes $32 million for rehab centers, $10 million for a new ad campaign, with the rest going towards enforcement. They say the plan has two sides.
If drugs do get hold of you, there will be help to get you off them. But if you sell or produce drugs, you will pay with prison time.
But it looks like this soft side of the plan will have a limit. The Conservatives extended federal funding for Vancouver's needle exchange until June, but it doesn't sound good for the harm reduction program aimed at stopping the spread of HIV and getting addicts off drugs. There's a test for the opposition in this mix, too. The government says it will introduce a new bill calling on mandatory prison sentences for serious drug offenses.
I don't see any evidence that this government is going to do anything more than smoke and mirrors and the typical sort of George Bush war on drug campaign.
They're getting tough at the border, too, which fits with the American war on drugs, focused on seizing drug supplies before they hit the streets. But after decades, that policy has had mixed results south of the border. Then there are people like Christine Lowe. She's been legally using medicinal marijuana for 4 years to control her epilepsy, and her seizures have dropped from around 60 to only 2 this year. And there's no word how legal users like her fit into the mix.
I find that I can concentrate, I can get on with my day, I can function very, very well.
New policies to put the brakes on the slow shift towards decriminalizing drugs that the Liberals had set in motion. Peter Harris, Global News, Ottawa.